final question, is there anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
I keep everything right here.
There you go.
Or right here.
There you go. That's how you do it, right?
One thumb drive, $100,000 in brown paper bags. A hotel guard says Sean Diddy Combs paid that cash to erase security camera footage of him kicking pop singer Cassie Ventura in a Los Angeles hallway. Today, that same video sits in a federal courtroom, threatening to recast a billionaire mogul as the boss of a criminal ring. The payoff was only the first crack in a wall that's been hiding darker secrets for years. March 5th, 2016, 2:30 a.m., Intercontinental Hotel, Century City. Security cameras catch Cassie rifling through her purse. Diddy storms in, slaps her to the floor, kicks her leg, and drags her out of view. Staff label it a domestic dispute. No police, no headlines. Rookie guard Eddie Garcia reviews the clip and files an incident report, thinking his job ends with the paperwork. Hours later, his work phone lights up. Caller ID blocked. On the line is Diddy's gatekeeper, Christina Coram. Sean needs that video gone. Garcia explains only his boss, security chief Bill Madrono, can reach the server room. Coram passes the phone to Diddy himself. The voice is tense, almost pleading, "Do you know who I am? Help me and I'll take care of you." Madrono meets Garcia in a back hallway. He's already done the math. $50,000 cash for the footage, half up front. The men shake hands. No receipts, no witnesses. Neither guard realizes the hotel's off-site backup still holds a copy. 2 nights later, Garcia steps into a penthouse overlooking downtown LAA. Stainless steel money counter hums on the kitchen island. Brick after brick of crisp hundreds feeds through until the display freezes at $100,000. Madrono grabs 50, Garcia 30, a third guard 20. Each man signs a 1-page non-disclosure agreement written in dense legalese. Liquidated damages $1 million, arbitration in New York, silence forever. Diddy clasps Garcia's shoulder. "Eddie, my angel," he says. Prosecutors label the payoff Predicate Act 1, bribery to destroy evidence. Under U.S. racketeering law, only one more serious crime is needed to brand Combs Enterprises a criminal enterprise, making every jet, mansion, and music master fair game for seizure. Garcia tries to bury the memory. He deletes text threads, swaps SIM cards, and pays cash for a used sedan to dodge bank scrutiny. Yet rumors spread among IT staff. An overnight technician named Alex Ruiz copied the video to a thumb drive before Madrono wiped the server. The FBI timeline begins 2 years later when Ruiz, laid off and angry over unpaid overtime, emails an entertainment blogger a blurry still frame of the assault. The image goes viral for a day, then vanishes, pulled under threat of copyright. Federal cybercrime agents notice the takedown pattern. They subpoena the hotel's disaster recovery vendor, discover the forgotten cloud archive, and quietly clone the footage in full 4K. By 2023, the Bureau has mapped every server login around the time of the wipe, linking Madrono's credentials to a 14-minute deletion window. Alex Ruiz testifies next. He recalls seeing login alerts spike, then a phone call from Madrono demanding remote password resets at 2:45 a.m. Ruiz's motives are questioned. He sold sneakers on StockX using hotel Wi-Fi during shifts, but his timestamps match the deletion window to the second. Jurors scribble notes. Enter Derek Ferguson, Harvard MBA and Diddy's chief financial officer for 19 years. In court, he projects spreadsheets the width of a movie screen. Janice Combs Music, Kohl's Enterprises, 207 Anderson LLC, Combs Wine Holdings. Money bounces between them like sparks. Concert advances hop into a touring LLC, ricochet through 2 merchandising shells, then surface inside a family trust. 1 month in 2011, the Alpine, New Jersey property account moves $3.4 million. December 14th that year, $20,000 wires to Roderick Ventura, Cassie's father. 4 days later, Cassie emails her mother. "If we don't send it, he's releasing everything." December 23rd, the same 20 grand comes back to Diddy marked Void Return. Ferguson shrugs. Transfers happen. Prosecutors call it hush money boomerang. Proof Combs dangles cash to ensure silence, then reels it back once compliance is secured. Ferguson produces a banker's box labeled Standard NDAs. Inside are 93 agreements signed by drivers, dancers, stylists, even a dog groomer. Each 9-paragraph contract warns of irreparable harm. if anyone discusses private conduct, spiritual practices, or personal video. Hourly workers sign or walk. Cash leverage plus legal paper equals coercion, giving prosecutors predicate act 2 and clearing the RICO bar. Witness from the dance world. Camille Hayes, a backup dancer on the 2018 European tour, says she attended 2 after mixers, labeled G-list. Security taped her phone lens, stamped her wrist purple, then ushered her to a suite where purple champagne flowed and phones disappeared into lock pouches. "No one forced me," she tells jurors, but the vibe was do it or lose the gig. She remembers Coram handing out white envelopes, tips from Mr. C, and spotting Eddie Garcia in the hallway guarding a locked door. Her testimony bolsters Mia's claim that freak-off parties weren't isolated accidents. They were scheduled events with payroll. Day 19 explodes before jurors arrive. The so-called MTA lady leaps from the gallery shouting, "Pull your gun! Do it!" Marshals tackle her. The judge bans her for life. Minutes later, a live streamer doxes Mia's real name, violating a gag order. He's cuffed on the spot. The chaos illustrates what prosecutors call fan-driven intimidation, another strand in their culture of silence argument. Agents sift Coram's seized iPhone. Under VIP invites sit PDFs titled F off after party 11 p.m. Each invite instructs guests to seal phones, accept cash tips, and respect quiet zones. A reply from an unnamed NFL wide receiver asks, "Will there be purple champagne?" Rumored code for Molly-spiked rosé. Defense attorneys laugh, "That's harmless partying." Prosecutors counter, "Harmless people don't pay 6 figures to erase video of a beating." Quick pause. If you love real-time scandal breakdowns, tap subscribe so you never miss a twist. Now, back to the story. From a federal detention center, Diddy still scripts the show. Agents play jailhouse calls. He tells his twins to post "Happy Birthday Dad" reels, orders staff to flood Instagram with Gaskia love for Diddy, and urges Coram to ping Cass for a forgiving quote. Prosecutors say the calls prove ongoing enterprise control, predicate obstruction on top of bribery and coercion. Defense lawyers shrug, that's crisis PR, not racketeering. Lead attorney Mark Agnifilo fires a 3-point blast. 1. Celebrity SOP, NDAs, and payouts happen across Hollywood. 2. Eddie Garcia is no saint. He hid 30 grand from the IRS and later begged Diddy for nightclub security work. 3. Where's the profit? Ferguson watched every ledger for 19 years and never flagged an illegal expense. On cross-examination, Agnifilo drills Ferguson. "Did you ever see Mr. Combs commit a crime?" Ferguson: "No." "Did company money ever fund illegal activity?" "No." "Do you still respect Mr. Combs?" 10 silent seconds tick by. Jurors glance around. Then Ferguson whispers, "I'm conflicted." Prosecutors call the pause revealing. Defense calls it heartbreak. Industry aftershocks intensify. Revolt TV forms a crisis committee and suspends 4 executives. iHeartRadio pulls Diddy's power rotation tracks after advertisers threaten boycotts. Fashion house Balmain postpones a capsule line, citing contractual review. Skyrock billboards vanish from Times Square overnight. Insiders say Diageo froze a 9-figure tequila rollout and demanded new morality clauses. Social platforms ignite. TikTok's number "Silence is Complicity" tag surpasses 200 million views, while a counter tag "Still Bad Boy" rallies loyal fans. For viewers puzzled by the legal jargon, prosecutors walk jurors through RICO 101. Under the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, the government doesn't have to prove every crime, just a pattern. 2 predicate acts plus command equals enterprise. Once a guilty verdict lands, the feds can seize any property derived from or maintained by the enterprise. That means songs, masters, even future royalties on classics like "I'll Be Missing You." Prosecutors show charts of past RICO forfeitures, a sports car fleet, a hotel chain, 48 cryptocurrency wallets. The message: a guilty verdict could dissolve Diddy's empire overnight. All eyes pivot to Christina Coram, still waiting to testify. She managed jet manifests, payroll, and those G-list envelopes. Homeland Security forensics recover spreadsheets called guest codes, green, blue, red, and an airtable labeled "No Phone Protocol." One cell reads, "Red star equals hush stipend double." If Coram confirms the code, prosecutors lock their trafficking storyline. If she waffles, reasonable doubt balloons. Reporters camp outside the courthouse in shifts, live streaming every black SUV arrival. Jurors brace for deliberation with three blunt questions. First, was there an enterprise? Did Combs and close staff share a criminal goal? Second, were two or more predicate crimes committed? Bribery is on camera. Obstruction is in phone calls. Trafficking hinges on Mia, Camille, and Coram. Third, did Sean Combs command the operation? Cash drops, NDAS, wire transfers, social media scripts, do they prove control? A unanimous yes sweep could trigger a life sentence and forfeit jets, mansions, catalogs, and streaming revenue. Prosecutors paint Diddy as a ringmaster running a years-long silencing machine. The defense calls him a superstar catching fallout from fame. So ask yourself, if a single thumb drive and $100,000 cash drop can tilt a billion-dollar empire, how many secrets remain hidden, waiting for the next frightened insider or jealous rival to press send? Stay tuned. The next witness could decide whether this saga ends in a whispered settlement or a verdict that rewrites hip-hop history.